Now let's introduce the set interface. So we have seen the collection interface, and this interface is implemented by a sub-interface called set. To create a set composed of string, set equal to new hash set, which is a class that implements the set interface. This interface, set, doesn't add any new methods, so we may ask, why have an interface that doesn't add any new method to collection? In fact, it changed the behavior of a collection, and this change is that it forbids to have duplicates. So in a set, I have the guarantee that all elements are unique. Suppose I have the following set. If I add the string 1, it will be added, and in the same way for the string 2, this one also will be added. So if I add the string 1 once again, as I am not allowed to have duplicates, nothing will happen. The string 1 will not be added again as it already exists. And how can I know that the first add went well and the second one did not? In fact, the add method returns boolean. So the first and the second instruction will return true, while the last one will return false. There will be no error, just the set will refuse the addition. In the case of a collection, the add method also returns a boolean and always returns true. We may ask a question here, how a hash set knows that the string 1 already exists. Since hash set is an API of GDK, it exploits the way GDK works, and to compare objects in GDK, we use the equals hashcode mechanism. Remember that if two objects are equal, in the sense of equals, then they must have the same hashcode. So if two objects have two different hashcodes, then they are different. So hashset exploits this mechanism. Hashset will calculate the hashcodes of the objects and will compare them between them. If all hashcodes are different, then all objects are different. But if two objects have the same hashcode, that is to say that they can be equal because two objects with the same hashcode can be different. So if the hash set finds two objects with the same hashcode, then it will use the equals method to know if the objects are equals or not. This is an optimization. A hashcode is easy to compute, it's an integer, and it's simple to compare two integers, but the equals method is expensive on strings because you have to compare the first letters and the second ones and so on, and if the strings are very long, it's going to become very heavy. That's why with hashcode it allows us to go faster and relies on the fact to have well overloaded hashcode and equals. And if you forget to overload the hashcode for a custom class, for example, then the hash set won't work.